Respected Chairperson, 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐞𝐞𝐜, our Mission Secretary, 𝐓𝐨𝐰𝐧, Youth Leader, 𝐶𝐶, and most respected, our Sir 𝐏𝐸𝐞𝐞𝐜, IS retired, 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐞𝐞 President and his colleagues, 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐞𝐞 Seniors, my colleagues from Central Nagaland Students Association, friends who have accompanied me all the way from Luchun, and our women leaders, and all the delegates present here tonight. I know it's very cold and we all want the program to be over as soon as possible so that we can go back to our places and be one there. I'll just take a few short minutes, but I'll not highlight more about the students, but I would like to highlight about what the Nagaland as a state is going today. It's an honor for me to share a stage with our Honorable Sir 𝐒𝐻𝐸𝐴, a prolific leader, and I'm expecting a lot of insights from him tonight. I was just observing from there regarding our conference, and I have been asked our president that how many delegates have already attended, and he said it's around 1,000 delegates. But when you look at our empty chairs, this is the beginning of the breaking barriers for us. Our theme says breaking barriers, and as a Naga, that includes me, wherever we tend to go, we'd like to see from the last row. We'll always try to accommodate the last benches, then somehow we keep on filling up the front benches. Today, when you look at those empty seats, it reminds me that we should start the barrier, to break the barriers from here itself. Since this morning, if you're sitting in the last row, tomorrow you should come in, try to sit beginning from the first row. So that will be the first barrier for me to break in this conference. Because there are a lot of things attached to that. Naga and Nagaland as a whole has come across a lot of stages. I might mention some words today, I might mention certain sentences today which might differ with the crowd. But each and every conferences I've attended so far, I've just shared my thoughts, and I would like to have feedback on that as well. You see, every time I share certain words with the students, I'd like to share about the issues pertaining to Nagaland and today's reality. Dr. Ambedkar said, educate, agitate, and organize. Educate doesn't simply mean to go to school or to have a literal education. But what he meant from his word is that educate the people about the issues. Let the masses know what the issue is today. Educate them, let them know. And once you start to get the issue, once you start to know about the issues, you will try to educate. And that's how he wants the masses to organize as one. Why am I saying that? It has nothing to do with your education, it has nothing to do with your career. But today, if we look around Nagaland, the youth of today should understand, the students of today should understand how far Nagaland is progressing as a state. Who has the remote for the Nagaland? Who is looking after Nagaland? Who is talking on behalf of Nagaland? Naga political talks, I think it's considered one of the oldest talk in India. It started since 1920s. And today we are in 2000s. But still, we can't see any, like the Israelites, they saw the Canaan. That was their destination, and they were happy about that. But why are we not able to see anything? Because like Ambedkar said, maybe we were not educated on that issue. That's why we couldn't educate. And that's why we're not able to organize. Every right-thinking Nagas, it doesn't only belong to the central Nagaland, but it belongs to entire Nagaland. And somebody has to raise the voice, somebody has to educate the people of how we are going today as a Nagaland, as a state, and how far it will go. Do we really trust those who want to take us, who want to lead us? If you and I can really see a future, then it's fine, chalo, we'll follow. But if we cannot see a future, if we cannot see the ending, or if we cannot see a vision, are we able to follow them? Or can we still follow them? It might seem very easy for people just to be in your, that complex. We want to have a very relaxed life. We just don't want to break the barrier and go. We just don't want to go beyond the fence. We are living in our own atmosphere very comfortably. That is the reason why there's a very famous quote. You cannot wake a person who is pretending to be asleep. Nagas are pretending to be asleep. And it's very difficult, it is impossible, next to impossible to wake up a person who is pretending to be asleep. Because since you are pretending to be asleep, you can hear everything, you can feel everything, you know everything, but you just don't want to wake up, or you just don't want to voice out. You know the situation, what is happening today. You know where we are going. We all know that there is no end. It's been almost 100 years now. The kind of solution we're talking about. Every complex work has a solution, but our solution doesn't have a solution. And it's almost a century. But still then we're pretending to be asleep. That's why we can't voice out. We don't try to educate with the issues. That's why we can't educate. We can't organize. If we can't organize, it will keep on going. Why the state government is reluctant to implement Register of Indigenous Inhabitants of Nagaland? Read. That is our passport of survival. Nagas of Nagaland as a whole, the Bandung Commission has already submitted the read, where everything is written about who should be here and who are we. But why is our state government reluctant to implement it? And why are we not into that issue? Why don't we talk about it? Why are we not talking? Because we're pretending to be asleep. And as long as we're pretending to be asleep, there's nobody to wake you up. It is you only who should wake up. So I think it's time now for us to wake up. It's time for us to talk. If not us, who will talk? If not now, when are we going to talk? How long are we going to trade it? How long is it going to last? Despite knowing that there is no brake in the car, and if you're willing to sit there, there's an issue with you, not with the car. You know the car will take you far, or it can lead you somewhere very great. But if we are ready to sit there, knowing that I want to sleep there, I know the car is great, but I just want to get in there, the Nagas are going that same today. We know what is happening around us, but we don't want to voice out because maybe there's a fear that has gripped us. Or maybe we we lack certain leaders to voice out. Dr. Ambedkar's dream was to educate the mass about the issue because they were the Dalits. They want the people, and he wants the people to know that we can have better life in this if we agitate and if we are aware of the surroundings, if we're aware of who we are, we can fight for our rights. But for that, first the masses need to be educated of the core issues. Then only they will try to agitate, and it can be done in an organized manner. It's time for us also. Tonight, let's go home and let's think about our rights. What is my right? Having some degree or graduation or master's is not only the way we should fulfill in our life, but as a Naga and as a youth of today, you must have plans for tomorrow. Where will Nagaland be tomorrow? Is it bleak? Or are we going towards a prosperous future? There's a Bible verse with which I want to end my greetings. It's a Deuteronomy 28, 43 and 44. I want you all to go keep a thought on that Bible verse, because as a believer of Christ, we believe in the Bible. And then try to educate and learn how to agitate and organize with this Bible verse. Deuteronomy 28, 43, 44 says, foreigners who live in your land will gain more and more power. Who live in your land, while you gradually lose yours. They will have money to lend you, but you will have none to lend them. In the end, they will be your rulers. That's why I want even our students community, starting from 𝐏𝐸𝐴, bring up good resolutions. We should try to implement green at any cost, the register of indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland, that will segregate who is who, that will segregate us from them, and that will be the passport for survival in Nagaland as a Nagas. Thank you so much. God bless 𝐏𝐸𝐴, and I'm expecting from the land of warriors to bring up good resolutions for the land of Nagaland. Thank you so much.